Hi folks, in today's tech tip I wanted to share a Google add-on that you can use with Google Docs to really quickly make a fill in the blanks worksheet. And these could be useful for all sorts of things like revision, retrieval practice, particularly good for reinforcing terminology. So one of the things that can be a bit of a pain when you do that manually is when you've got your original text, it can be a bit of a faff kind of going through and individually removing things and adding in the underlines and then put them into a word bank at the bottom. And this just automates that whole process for you. So it's possible to make worksheets, fill in the blank worksheets, that is really, really quickly. So to get the CLOZEit add-on that allows you to do this within Google Docs, if you go up to the top here where it says extensions, it goes to add-ons, get add-ons. There's loads of add-ons. We've actually just opened up all the add-ons for Google Workspace, so you can experiment with others. But this one here, if we just go into here and search close with a Z, let's see, close, it's dead easy to find. Just go there and up here, I've already got it installed, but you'll see a little blue button to install it. You'll get a couple of pop-ups asking for your permission. Just go through that process. And having done so, if you go up to extensions here, you will find that in your list of add-ons, CLOZEit's just there. So in terms of how quick and easy it is to use, I'm just going to show you. So if you go over here, you hit start, you'll get a little sidebar that will appear here. I'll quickly summarize what these options are, and I'll kind of show you the one that I use. So the first thing is when you have your actual text here that you want to create your blanks from, and generate a word bank out of, you have to identify within that text which pieces of text you want to be removed and replaced with blanks, and those will be moved into a word bank which you can keep or delete at the bottom of the page. So the way that you can identify those things is either to highlight them using the highlighter tool here, or to underline them using the underline tool. My personal preference is to go with underlined because there's a keyboard shortcut for underlining, which means that you can just really quickly go through double clicking specific words and hitting Control U on your keyboard. Whereas if you do highlighting, you have to highlight it and then go up and click the button and then click on highlight. It's just another couple of clicks and it takes a bit longer. You can also then, when you generate your fill in the blanks worksheet, choose to do so as just a complete blank, or you can do option 2, which comes with hints. And that simply adds the first letter of the removed word at the start of the blank as a hint. Both options work very, very easily. There's really not a lot more to it, so it's dead simple to use. And a really good tip, this is actually on the video from the people who make the add-on. You can just find, for example, some notes maybe on BBC Bite Size or wherever it might happen to be. So I'm just going to, for the sake of doing this quickly, copy these definitions of terms here and come back over. I'm going to just nudge my font size up a little bit so it's easier for you to see. And I'm going to do paste without formatting. So I'm going to do Shift Control V, or you can just right click and do paste without formatting. And that just means that we get it all without all the format from the website. And I'm just going to do Control B to make the headings here bold. I think there's another one here. Yeah, there we go. So we'll just format the page a little bit better so it's kind of laid out how we want it to be. I suppose you could bullet these if you wanted to make it more obvious that these are the kind of questions. But that's all kind of pretty redundant. That's nothing to do with the extension, just making it look a bit neater. Okay, so we've got the content that we want to build our blanks from, and then all we're going to do here is just go through, highlight content that we want to remove. So I'm just going to use the shortcut on my keyboard, Control U, to highlight these. So you can see there's a really quick process. Okay, so I've just highlighted all of the terms that I want to have removed, and now what I should be able to do is just hit Create Worksheet with Word Bank, and all it will do is it will remove each of those terms, replace them with a blank, and at the bottom here it will create a word bank which is randomized, so it's not in the order that they were removed. So that's quite handy. And if you don't want the word bank, if you want it to be completely clear, you can just delete that and it's gone. Dead easy. It's now just a Google Doc. If you share it with other people, they can just highlight and they can type their answers in here. So for example, if you're sharing that with Google Classroom, this is just a Google Doc. You can now go into your classroom, share it as a copy for all students, and they'll all got their own individual copy that they can edit, and then you can look through. You can obviously as well, if it's on Classroom, attach a view-only copy after they've all submitted and share it with them, which has all the correct answers. That's allowing them to self-mark rather than you having to do it for them. So I thought it was a really handy little tip, certainly for making this kind of worksheet. It makes the process super, super quick and easy and saves a bit of time. Hope that was useful.